Good morning, student. So, this is the second part of Standard 5th, Subject English, Marigold textbook. Previous first chapter, we have completed the poem Ice Cream Man. Now, continue with the first chapter, name Wonderful Waste. So, let's get started, my dear student, without wasting further time. Wonderful waste. So, first of all, I would like to ask you, my dear student, what is waste? Waste means uh, at your home, when your mother cuts vegetables, the eatable part which we eat to prepare vegetables, and what is the waste part is the root part which we throws away. So that is the waste part. And the second meaning of the waste part is while we eat food, if we don't complete the food and we throw, that is the waste. So that's what we are going to learn about this chapter. Wonderful waste can be quite useful. Find out for yourself from this story. So in this chapter we are going to understand about the waste thing. Here what this thing suggests that waste can be quite useful. It means to say the vegetables or anything which we waste can be reused. That's what we are going to learn in this chapter, my dear student. So please pay attention. Once the Maharaja of Travancore ordered a grand dinner in his palace. In the afternoon before the dinner, the Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. So, my dear student, I just want to highlight something for you. First is survey, then Travancore, then wait a minute, feast and Travancore. Travancore, the Maharaja is from Travancore. Okay? And the second thing is a feast. What is the meaning of feast, my dear student? Feast means Tevar, festival. Feast means festival. So here the Maharaja of Travancore ordered a grand dinner. He orders a grand dinner. He was a Maharaja. Before he ordered a grand dinner, he went to his kitchen to survey. What happens there? Why he went there? To prepare food for the guest. Okay, my dear student. Now moving further, what here it is written, what are you going to do with those vegetable scrap? He asked the cook, pointing to the basket of the scrap. Near the cook replied, they are waste. We will throw them away. So here, my dear student, here when Maharaja enters the kitchen, he asks the cook, who is cook? This person is a cook. So Maharaja is asking the cook, Maharaja is asking the cook, uh, are you preparing food for the guest? He's saying yes. And as soon as he see this waste thing, he's asking, so what you are going to do with this waste thing? So the cook, this cook, he replies that it is of no use and we are going to throw it away. Then further what happens? Let us read it together. You cannot waste all these bits and pieces of vegetables. What is the meaning of bits, my dear student? Bits means leftover, means what are the left particles left in the vegetables. Is talking about that thing. You cannot waste all these bit and pieces of vegetable. Find a way to use them. So what Maharaja orders him that don't waste this waste particles. Make it of some use. Don't throw it away. The Maharaja commanded sternly and walked away. So what Maharaja he commanded? Commanded means to ordered him very strictly and walked away. Now, what happened further? The cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scrap for some time suddenly. So, what happened? Cook was watching to this scrap for a few minutes and he was thinking about what to do with this scrap. So, what happened further, my dear student? An idea flashed across his mind. So, suddenly the cook got idea in his mind what to do. So, what he did, let's see further. He took all the vegetable bits, washed them, and cleaned them well. Then he cut them into a long strip. He put them in a huge pot and placed it on a fire to cook. So, what this cook did, this cook did, he took all these vegetables and cut it in the long piece. Got it, my dear student? Long piece. He took all this thing and put it into the pot, my dear student. Can you see the pot in his hand? This is the pot. So he cut all this thing in a long strip, kept inside to the pot, he washed it first and kept it inside the pot. Then he cut them into the long strip. He put them into a huge pot and placed it next to the fire to cook. Next, he ground some fresh coconut, green chili, and garlic together. So, what all the other things he used, my dear student? First, he used fresh coconut, then green chili, then he used garlic. Garlic means adrak. So after that what happened? Then he added this paste. Then he added this paste and some salt to the cooking vegetables. Then means he added some extra paste and salt for the taste. The tempting smell started coming from the pot. So what happened? Smell start coming out of the pot, means it was cooking. So the nice fragrance of the food came to exist. Now he whipped some curd and added it to the curry. So what happened? He added some curd. As you can see, I will underline it. Curd means dahi. So what he did, he added some curd to the waste of vegetables. He also poured a few spoonful of coconut oil and decorated the dish with the curry leaves. What did he decorated with this dish, my dear student? He used the curry leaves, curry patta. For we also use curry patta for our food and all while we prepare something. So he used coconut oil. Then for garnishing he used curry patta. Yeah, it means curry leaves. Lo and behold, the new dish was ready. So, the new dish which the cook has never prepared, it was ready to serve. The cook served. What is the meaning of serve, my dear student? Serve means parosna. Served means parosna. So what did the cook did was he served the dish to the guest. The cook served the new dish to the guest that evening. So that evening he served the dish who were the guests for the Maharaja. Everyone was eager to know the name of the new dish. The cook thought and thought. Then a name came to his mind. He named it Avail, means who we will. Avail. Avail becomes a famous all over Kerala. So they were thinking about what should we keep the name of this dish. Then the cook was thinking, and after that he gave this dish a name. It was what, my dear student? Avail. 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 And it became famous in, where it became famous? In Kerala, and is now one of the dish in the traditional Kerala feast. As I showed you, feast means a festival. And imagine it all came from the basket of waste. So where did he got idea? From the basket of waste which he was about to throw. So this was an innovative idea. So this was the explanation of the first chapter from standard 5th, wonderful waste. Thank you so much. I hope you got understand.